I know. Like that's my. So you'll be paid. Yeah. 2 weeks. No worries.
Right, everyone, we're going to get started in a few. Get yourselves comfy. So make sure the stream's working well. Yep, looks like it. We're going to get started in a few. Get yourselves comfy. Let's get the.
Obviously, it was going to happen because it was like not. Yeah. But you know, everyone was a bit shot, and it was okay during this period because it was just like.
All right. We do have a cat somewhere. He's around. Where did you go? God, he's like Batman. Okay. Sweet as. Cool. Give us a wave or a thumbs up in the YouTube chat box when you're feeling ready. What's going on with my hair? So we said we'd start at 5 past. We're going to give it a tilt.
Yeah. But at 8 a.m. Maybe slept. She's like, no.
All right. I can say hello to people. And some thumbs up. Hello everyone. Lovely to see you all. Nice. Hey Rochelle. Thanks for coming. Giza. Can I guess that's Jamie? Maybe? I don't know. It could be anyone. Right. Cool. Blimey, 70 people logged in. That's lovely. Thank you very much for coming, everyone. I hope you enjoy the quiz. We're pretty much ready to go. Just going to close a few things on my laptop to make my life easier. No, don't save that. Simon, you crazy diamond. I'm crazy. I'm not. I'm fine. But thank you. Oh, it's Annabelle. Hello, David Barker. So formal. Alright. Do you know what? I'm going to end this. Lovely. Cool. Right. I think we're ready to quiz. I think the stream's good for everyone. Any issues, just give me a post in the chat, but I'm pretty sure everything's working pretty smoothly now. As I mentioned last time, Jamie and Max locked in. Hey Jamie and Max, team legend. Oh, that's big talk. Welcome everyone. If this is your first time with one of our quizzes, I'm Simon. I run a company called Treehouse Quizzes. We normally run our quizzes in pubs. That's impossible now. So we went online. We went all techie and advanced. And we're bringing you quizzes from the comfort of at my own home. And today, my bedroom. There is a cat in here somewhere. I know the people love him. We did wait. Don't worry, Maureen. We've not started. We were all out to clap for the NHS and the carers and everyone who's keeping this country turning. Thank you so much if that's any of you. Good job, thank you. As I say, I run a company called Treehouse Quizzes. We normally provide quizzes in pubs. Now we are doing it live online. If you do enjoy the quiz tonight, we do ask that you, if you are financially stable, to pop a £1 a player on the link I just put there. It's ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com/Treehouse Quizzes, or you can do it directly on PayPal, which is simon@treehousequizzes.co.uk. We always say £1 or £2 a player is amazing, and if you are playing our quizzes regularly, hold out until the end of the week or start of the week and pay what you think you've used throughout the week, just because PayPal do take a charge off of us every payment you do. So that little sales pitch over. Let's start the quiz. It is full general knowledge today. I'll be sorting out next week's quiz itinerary probably tomorrow or Saturday, but tomorrow we have a Harry Potter quiz, which I know a lot of people are excited for. Saturday is music quiz with Shura and Annabelle, and they will be spinning some tunes after, and it'll be a bit of a hangout. That one's all on Zoom, so you need to head over to the Treehouse Quizzes Facebook page for the link to that, but it is a good night. We always have fun. And Sunday is general knowledge with Callum. Callum the second, actually, not the one you've encountered so far. Cool. Let's. Everyone needs to grab a pen and paper, or you can do it on your phones or tablet, however you like to play. Pen and paper's always great, though. Write down questions 1 to 15, and then we'll have a little break, and then we'll do another 15 questions. They will get trickier as we go. So, question number 1, nice and easy to start. Which bird lays the largest eggs? Which bird lays the largest eggs? I do have a little wine today. Number 2. Which god is the Roman equivalent of Ares, the god of war? Well, that's which god is the Roman equivalent of Ares, the god of war? Lots of people waving hello today. Wow, we're up to 89 people streaming this. That's the highest we've ever had. Thank you, everyone. That's amazing. I'm glad you've all been enjoying it. We've had some really nice messages saying that people look forward to it throughout the week, which is lovely. Number 3. Question number 3. Which cinema chain's name, another mythological question, which cinema chain's name comes from the ancient Greek word for theatre? Not so much mythological. But that's which cinema chain's name comes from the ancient Greek word for theatre. What takes less of a charge from me, Simon? Asked Joe. Well, as I say, if you pay once a week, PayPal and Ko-fi are the same. Ko-fi goes through PayPal, if that's your question. So you can do either. There's no issue to me. Thank you for asking, though. Thanks for wanting to give most sufficiently to us. It's nice for me and the host to be able to keep going in these times. It is tricky being self-employed. If any of you self-employed, you'll know it's kind of rough at the moment. Number 4. Question 4. In which Pixar film do the main characters befriend a young girl named Boo? That's in which Pixar film do the main characters befriend a young girl named Boo? Well, we're on to 99 viewers. 93. You got me excited this then. To be honest, I'm very happy with 93. That's lovely. 100 will be pretty cool. Right, question number 5. Got a lovely picture. It's going to pop up on the screen for you. Very simple. Name the character. Name this character. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. What are you doing? I can use this to see how far behind the YouTube lag is. A bit longer today by the looks. Yeah, so for those of you in the chat, I'm about 15 seconds behind you, so if you chat, do be patient, I will respond. I do like it when people engage. That's always nice. Alright, I'm going to bring this fella down. Number 6. Question number 6. In which US state would you find Cape Canaveral? Sophiac says, repeat. Your screen cut out. Oh, I'll throw the picture back up for you there, Sophie. 1 second. This fella here. Name the character. You need to name the character, and that's question 5. I'll leave him up while I do question number 6. Number 6 was, in which US state would you find Cape Canaveral? Cape Canaveral is where they do launch, they still launch, don't they? They famous for where they launch the space shuttles from. So it's Cape Canaveral, in which US state? I'll drop this fella down. And number 7. What is the name of Batman's butler? What is the name of Batman's butler? You will get a point for the full name. So if you just have the first name, only a half. That's number 7. Batman's butler's name. Nice. Let's check this is all okay. Question 8. If you have sausages cooked in Yorkshire pudding, the dish is called what in the hole? That's if you have sausages cooked in Yorkshire pudding, the dish is called what in the hole? Just one. Can you make them easier, says Daniel Lee. I thought these was quite an easy start, this one, as I was writing this one. That's right. It's pretty balanced, Daniel. There's going to be stuff you know coming, I promise. Just 1 second. To tell my housemate to stop shouting about something. I don't know what he was shouting about. He was exciting. If you don't know the answer to 8, you're a certified vegan. Well, I do know the answer to 8, and I'm a certified vegan. Well, bad vegan. Sometimes cheese is there, you know. Number 9. The very expensive Kobe beef is a famous Japanese product. Other than being fed special feed, what special treatment do the cows apparently get? So it's a very expensive Kobe beef, famous Japanese product. Other than the special feed, what special treatment do the cows get? Thank you very much, everyone who's already dropped in on their dropped their quiz entry in. That's lovely of you. I've noticed people have started doing it before the quiz now, which is great. It's incredibly efficient. Amazing. Number 10, another picture for you. I'll leave this one up for a little bit. This is an anagram. It is an anagram of a famous film/character. Okay, so it's question 10. Solve the anagram that's up on your screen. It's a famous film/character. Leave it up there for a minute or so for you, but do write it down on your paper, what you see there, so that you can spend the next 5 questions working on it. We do have, we will mark the first half after question 15, so bear that in mind, make sure you don't leave any gaps. 111 people on mine. Can you repeat that? My son turned my TV off, says Gemma. I'll repeat the last couple of questions for you, Gemma. Number 8 was sausages cooked in Yorkshire pudding is known as what in the hole. Number 9, the very expensive Kobe beef. It's a famous Japanese product. Other than being fed special feed, what treatment do the cows apparently get? And number 10 is the anagram that you should be able to see on the screen now. You need to solve it. It is the solution. Solution is a name of a famous film/character. Mark, don't write the answers in the chat, my friend. Just hopefully delete that. Apparently I'm being projected on your living room wall, says Kirsty. Just dancing as a giant me. I'd love it if you put a picture on the Facebook page. I'd like to see that. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, up next is number 11. Number 11, how many MPs are there currently? I say currently, they're probably not there now, but how many MPs are there meant to be when it is full in the House of Commons? How many seats are there, if you will? How many MPs in the House of Commons? No worries, Mark, I forgive you. Thank you for apologising. Someone's playing some thumping music out my window there. Not loud enough for you all to hear, but having a nice party. And number 12. Question number 12. What story do Richard Burton, Orson Welles and Tom Cruise all have in common? That's what story do Richard Burton, Orson Welles and Tom Cruise all have in common? hat will emerge before the end, I imagine. Right, number 13. I found out this fact today. I thought it was interesting. One of the harder questions on the quiz today, I reckon, though. Which family of birds does the Roadrunner belong to? So I'm sure you'll remember the cartoon Roadrunner, chased by Wile E. Coyote. What family of birds, in real life, does a Roadrunner belong to? I was looking at the YouTube. The camera's very close to my face today. I'm going to have a sit back. All right, number 14. 2-point question, number 14. Glasgow and Edinburgh are the most populated cities in Scotland. Which cities come third and fourth? So Glasgow and Edinburgh are the most populated cities in Scotland. Which two cities are the third and fourth most populated cities in Scotland? Alright, we've got one more question for you. I'll give you a couple of minutes after this question. About 2 minutes, and then I'll go through the answers. Number 15, very simple. Name the band. Over here. Name these guys here. So it's question 15. Name the band. David asks, what was 12? 12 was, what story do Richard Burton, Orson Welles and Tom Cruise all have in common? What story? Okay, so we're going to give you about 2 minutes. See, as I say, the chat's about 15 seconds behind, so if you need anything repeated, I imagine a couple will come up now. As I say, tomorrow night we have a Harry Potter quiz, same time and place, excuse me, 8 o'clock. That will be hosted by Leia, with Callum, who you may have seen, probably just helping her out in the background, possibly heckling her, hopefully not, I'm sure he'll be really kind and nice. Saturday night is our music night, so we do a music quiz from 8, and then from about 9, 9:15, the gang who are hosting this week, which is Annabelle and Shura, will be spinning some tunes. So get involved in that. It's good fun just to put on in the background. Hello from the Wishful Thinkers. Hello, Rebecca. And Sunday night's just our Sunday night general knowledge quiz to finish off the week. I'll get people to chat to me in the half time, but in 1 minute I'm going through the answers, so scribble down your final guesses. As I say, we do ask people to, if you are financially stable and have enjoyed the quizzes, £1 or £2 a quiz is lovely. Question 6. Number 6 was, in which state, US state, would you find Cape Canaveral? Cape Canaveral, famous for where the shuttles took off, space shuttles. Cape Canaveral, in which US state would you find it? So yeah, once the quiz is over, don't worry about doing it now, but if you can, throw in your entry money. It's very kind if you can, but I always say, if you are much like us, me and the other people, I'll do that shout in a second, Louis. If much like us you are self-employed and the money's not rolling in, just enjoy the quizzes, like, do not worry. Can I put the band up again? I sure can. Here you go. And apparently shout out, please, from Lucy, not Louis, to our poor constipated Pip. Poor sweet Pip. I don't know if Pip's a human or a dog. Alright, there's the band for you. Alright, time for some answers. We've got 116 people tuned in, amazing. Alright, so the answers are... So as always, 1 point per question, unless I say otherwise. So number 1, nice and easy. Which bird lays the largest eggs? It is the ostrich. Number 2, Which god is the Roman equivalent of Ares, the god of war, the Greek god of war? The Roman version is Mars. Mars. Number 3, which cinema chain's name comes from the ancient Greek word for theatre? Odeon. Odeon. Number 4, which Pixar film do the main characters befriend a young girl called Boo? That would be in Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. Number 5, the character, this fellow here, his name is Professor James Moriarty. Moriarty for the point, I reckon, with that. Unless amongst your teams in your house, if you want to be real strict, half a Moriarty, half a James. Number 6, which US state would you find Cape Canaveral? It is in Florida. Number 7, Batman's butler. If they've just put Alfred, half a point. His surname is Pennyworth. Alfred Pennyworth. Number 8, sausages cooked in Yorkshire pudding is known as toad in the hole. Toad in the hole. Number 9, Kobe beef, famous Japanese product. Gets fed special feed, apparently. I did a bit of reading. Much harder to buy tell people are in a whole constipation chat. Wow, that's a thing. The Kobe beef, they apparently get given special feed. I did a bit of reading up on it. A lot of it's kind of public exaggeration, but they do, a lot of them do get fed beer, soaked grains and things like that, and they do get massages. They get massages. That was the point I was looking for. Found out though, not for taste, it's for the cow's comfort, because if they're out in the fields they can seize up, bless them. So they do get massages. Also, someone put they play the music. That also happens as well, so you can have a point for playing music. Number 10, the anagram. The solution, as Mark got, it is Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Number 11, how many MPs are there in the House of Commons when it is at capacity? 650 seats at the moment. Number 12, which story do Richard Burton, Orson Welles and Tom Cruise all have in common? War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds. Number 13, the Roadrunner is, interestingly, a type of cuckoo. Cuckoo. Number 14, Glasgow and Edinburgh are the most populated cities in Scotland. The 3rd and 4th place most populated are 1 point for Aberdeen and 1 point for Dundee. Aberdeen and Dundee. And number 15, these fellows here are Queens of the Stone Age. There's Josh Home, right in the middle there. Getting some funny shout outs there. Can I get a shout out to all my chilled out, drunk Kobe cows? Try not to swear on it, just never know who's watching. Alright everyone, take a quick couple of minutes break. We will start the second half in 2 minutes. Those of you sticking around, throw in the chat if there's any themed quizzes you'd be interested in playing next week. We've got some ideas, but we're very open to suggestions. I'm thinking word on the street is a peep show quiz would be thoroughly enjoyed. So give us a shout what you'd enjoy. 13. Someone's just shouting. That's my friend Annabelle. Just shouting 13. The answer was cuckoo. Cuckoo for 13. Or is that your score? If you throw your scores in, that'd be good. I don't know, Annabelle, whether you're asking for a score or a question repeat or 10.5 from Farah. Gilmore Girls, Kirsty. I have no idea. If anyone seconds or thirds that, maybe. 11 for Team Legend. So some good scores. My mum just texted. She got 8 on her own. Well done, Mum. I'm proud of you. Scrubs quiz, please, Simon. They have just started the podcast, haven't they? Where they're going through every episode. I could do a Scrubs quiz. Oh, yeah, I like the idea of a Scrubs quiz. 13 points from Annabelle. Tiger King quiz. I'm not touching that. Everyone's so obsessed. James Bond quiz. Interesting. 8.5 from David. You playing on your own today, Dave, or Naomi with you? 11 so far. General film quiz would be awesome. I believe you asked for that the other day, Jim. I'm actually going to put that on my little notes here. I will definitely run a film quiz next week. Stephen, 14. 15 from Joe, but there are 7 of them. That's very honest. Seb, peep shows on the list, don't you worry. And film quiz. Back to the Future, you know my opinion, Seb, on Back to the Future. It is fine. That's all. Seb's getting them all. Tiger King quiz. I'm not doing a Tiger King quiz. Alright. RuPaul. We could do a RuPaul quiz. I'd like to do that properly though. If anyone knows any drag performers who would like to host a RuPaul quiz, tell them to get in touch on the Facebook page. I'm not doing Love is Blind quiz. I saw 30 minutes the other day. It is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Rocky quiz. Some of these are so niche. Food quiz, Rochelle. Rochelle, you're obsessed with food. Emo quiz again. What do you mean again? When did... I'm not sure doing an emo quiz. I don't know, we could do an emo quiz. Maybe I'll do... actually, I'll tell you what, next Friday night, me and my band are throwing a club night. Just shameless self-promotion here. If you want to check us out, we're called Brutaligators. We're throwing a club night on Friday the 10th. If you are into your punk, emo, pop punk, indie, you can join us on Brutaligators Facebook. There'll be a link to a Zoom chat, and you can get involved and have a good time, have some drinks, have a little chat with us. Got a band called All Better coming in to do some tunes as well. Get Bobby to do the quiz. That's a good idea, Sophie, but he's 12 hours behind us. Friends quiz. You missed the Friends quiz, Edward. We did it on Monday or Tuesday. We did it this week. It was good. We might do another Friends quiz. Simpsons quiz. That's a good one, Kirsty. Right, we're going down a hole here. I've written some notes. Watch this space for the announcements. Anatomy quiz. Just like, what's this bit? Right, people are getting silly now. It's always when you open it up to the floor. Right, I hope everyone's ready for round 2. We just nattered for a couple of minutes there. Seb, you've got a lot of opinions. Okay. Top score seems to be 16 from the gang was 7. But anyone who's above 13, you're doing real strong. Toy Story quiz from Kirsty. You can do that. Question 16. Let's go. Number 16. In which film does Gwyneth Paltrow's head end up in a box? That's in which film does Gwyneth Paltrow's head end up in a box? I won't remove Seb. I know for a fact that he's in a room with about 6 people, so all of those shouts are probably different people saying, tell him this quiz. They could all just message me. They got my number. 17. Number 17. What is the traditional tall hat that a chef wears called? What is the traditional tall hat? Big tall white hats. What is that traditionally called? Right, number 18. Question number 18. In which novel does the protagonist drink Victory gin and smoke Victory cigarettes? That's in which novel does the protagonist drink Victory gin and smoke Victory cigarettes? Right, I've got a sports question for you. Not the most sporty of sports, though. One of the most soothing. Which 2 snooker players hold the record for winning the most ranked titles? That's which 2 snooker players hold the record for the most ranked titles. 1 point for each. word. Alex Ferguson just paid £2 for playing the quiz. It's Alex Ferguson playing the quiz, the legendary Manchester United manager. Hi, Alex Ferguson. Alright, number 20. Question number 20. You're going to see a flag in front of you here. Which country's flag is that? Okay. Whoop. There's a cat. Quiz cat. Okay. Number 21. Which are the only two landlocked countries in South America? Which are the only two landlocked countries in South America? Yes, Quiz Cat. He's very chill. He's going to just settle down now. Right, number 22. Which mostly black and white film adaptation of a comic book was directed by both Robert Rodriguez and Frank Miller? So that's which mostly black and white film adaptation of a comic book was directed by Robert Rodriguez and Frank Miller. A lot of long words there. Getting the cat's ruined my hair. What a world. You snoring? You weirdo. Okay. Number 23. Question 23. True cashmere is the product of which animal, or a product of which animal? That's true cashmere is a product of which animal? Just saw someone say that Alex Ferguson is dead in the chat, and I'm going to be honest, I had to Google it to find out he's not. Unless it's happened in like the last 10 minutes. I hope not. Okay. Number 24. Number 24, I'm looking for one word that is an English city and also a type of green. So one word, this is question 24, one word that is an English city and also a type of green. I might have to move you because you're going to sit on something and cancel the whole stream. We don't want that happening. You okay? Just gonna... Alright, settle there. That's fine. Don't hit the spacebar, please. Okay, I've got another picture for you. Number 25. Question 25 is very simple. Name the director. Name the director. It's number 25. Yes, as in the colour green, Rochelle. And you, David. Please repeat question 24, says Stephen, as you asked so nicely. 24 was, what word is an English city and a type of green, as in the colour? That's what word is an English city and a type of green, as in the colour. Not an open grassy space. 25 is who you can see on your screen. Name the director. And number 26. By what name is the Society of Friends better known? By what name is the Society of Friends better known? No worries, Stephen. If anyone ever needs a repeat, just put it in the chat. I'm always happy to. Not the whole, don't be like repeat every question though. Someone did that the other day. I was like, you can rewind the video. It's not as fun, but speaking of, if you do miss any of our quizzes, they're all live on the Treehouse Quizzes YouTube page. All the ones that go live on YouTube anyway, not the music Zoom ones on a Saturday, but all the other quizzes are on there, and so you can play them at your own leisure. Obviously, not great for repeat viewing, but if you do miss one, if you're on a busy evening and you're like next day, got nothing to do, jump on Treehouse's page on YouTube and you'll find us. Alright. Number 27. Appearing in various folk tales, what name is given to the mysterious floating lights seen floating above British bogs and marshland? So that's appearing in various folk tales. What name is given to the mysterious floating lights seen on British bogs and marshland? Actually, two names I will accept for these. What is it? He's heard some things. Okay, and number 28. Good question, this one. In the Oscar category for Best Performance in a Leading Role in 1999, which two actresses were nominated for playing the same historic figure? Which person did they both play? So it's back in 1999 at the Oscars. In the Best Performance in a Leading Role by a female actress, two actresses were nominated for playing the same historical figure. Who did they both play? Only a couple left. Don't you... Oh, he's attacking the mouse. What's the orange orb? The orange orb is my microphone. This is a... it's called a blue snowball. Very good for podcasting originally. Bye. Just going to let him out. See ya. Yes, it is a microphone. They're very good. I recommend them. I'm not sponsored by them. If you want to sponsor me, Blue Snowball, I'll gladly have it. Right, number 29. 3 points for this one. Who were the three founding members of the band The Wailers? That's who are the three founding members of the band The Wailers. One of them, everyone should get. The other two, a bit trickier. Right, I'm going to pop question 30 up and leave it up for you, and I'll give you a minute or so to finish off. As always, in the chat, please put if you need any questions repeated. Number 30, this painting, name the artist. It is a self-portrait. So it's number 30, name the artist that you can see on the screen. And I'll wait for the inevitable influx of people asking for repeat questions. Actually, there's never that many. People seem to pay attention very well, which is nice. Okay. Who we hung on to. We dropped below 100 towards the end there, but still 97 streams, 96 as I speak, is still lovely though. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Okay. No one asking for repeats, that's good. Concurrent viewers, what I need to look at. Nice. Brilliant. No one asking for repeat questions, seemingly. That's great. Alright, I'll give you one more minute then. Oh, there we go. People asking for what wine do I have? Actually, Seb earlier, who people demanded be removed from the chat. So I'll do the repeat questions, then we'll talk about wine. Question 16. Number 16 was: in which film does Gwyneth Paltrow's head end up in a box? That's number 16. 17, Kid Jupiter. Excellent name. What is the traditional tall hat that a chef wears? What is it called? Flag pick for Alice. Flag was this one. There you go. And number 24 for Kid Jupiter was: what word is an English city and a type of green? As in the colour green. Got too many pictures up there. Seb very kindly was going to the shops and called me, and it is a Baron Amarillo Rioja. It is not fancy, but it tastes alright. It was an Audi cheap buy. Okay, no one else asking for questions. That's lovely. I'll give you 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to give you some answers. Just while we're doing that 30 seconds, just a reminder, tomorrow Harry Potter quiz. Drop the flag down. Harry Potter quiz tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Music quiz, and then hang out and jam on Zoom on Saturday evening with Annabelle and Shura. For the link for that, head over to Treehouse Quizzes on Facebook. On that note, if you could follow us on Facebook, that'd be great. It always just helps with promoting things. Just follow Treehouse Quizzes, and also same with the YouTube. If you can subscribe, I think most people do seem to subscribe, and it will tell you when we're going live. And Sunday night is a general knowledge with Callum. Alright, some answers for you then. Once again, 1 point per question. Number 16. In which film does Gwyneth Paltrow's head end up in a box? It is in the film Seven. Number 17. The traditional tall hat that a chef wears is called a toque. I'm assuming I'm saying that right. T-O-Q-U-E, a toque. Number 18. In which novel does the protagonist drink Victory gin and smoke Victory cigarettes? It's in 1984. 1984. Number 19. The two snooker players who hold the record for winning the most ranked titles. They are 1 point for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Ronnie O'Sullivan, yeah, that's what I said. And 1 point for Stephen Hendry. 1 point each there. Number 20. The flag. It's the flag of Barbados. Barbados. Number 21. The only two landlocked countries in South America. Landlocked is, of course, means there's no coastline around them. Bolivia for 1 point and Paraguay for a point. Number 22. The mostly black and white film adaptation of a comic book that was directed by Robert Rodriguez and Frank Miller was Sin City. Frank Miller was the writer of the comic book, and Robert Rodriguez, much to the disappointment of the Directors Guild of America, brought him on, and he actually got booted out of the gang for doing so because Frank Miller wasn't a proper director. Bit of info there for you. Number 23, True Cashmere, the product of goats. Goats. Number 24, English city that's also a type of green was Lincoln. Lincoln green. That's what Robin Hood wore. Number 25. Picked number 5, the director. This fellow here, the director of Parasite. Excellent film, of course. His name is Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho. Number 26. 26. The Society of Friends is better known as the Quakers. The Quakers. Number 27. appearing in various folk tales. What name is given to the mysterious floating lights seen on British bogs and marshland? So I said there were two answers here. The official kind of name of them is Willow the Wisp. Willow the Wisp. WILL-O-the-wisp. But they were also referred to as jack-o'-lanterns. So I'll accept Willow the Wisp or jack-o'-lantern for the point. Number 28. 28 was the Oscar category for Best Performance in a Leading Role by a Female Actor. In 1999, two actresses were both nominated for playing the same historical figure. That figure was Queen Elizabeth. It was Judi Dench for her appearance in Shakespeare in Love, and Cate Blanchett for her appearance in the film Elizabeth. So Queen Elizabeth for the point. Number 29, the three founding members of the Wailers. 1 point each. 1 point. One I hope you all got. Bob Marley, of course. Bob Marley and the Wailers. 1 point for Peter Tosh was the second one, and Bunny Wailer was the third. So Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, point each there. And number 30, this lady was of course Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo. Alright, throw your points into the chat. Let's see how everyone's done. As always, one last shout out. If you enjoy the quizzes, it's amazing if, much like you would in the pub, if you can put £1 or £2 in the pot, you can do that by going to ko-fi.com, ko-fi, I'm going to type it in the thing, ko-fi.com/treehouse quizzes. Pop £1 or £2 in there, or simon@treehousequizzes.co.uk on PayPal. If you are a regular player though, if you think you'll be playing regularly, hold out until the end of the week and pay all in one go. Just saves us on the fees. Very much appreciated. The scores are coming in. Johnny got an 18. Not too bad. Trickier second half, I reckon. 20.5 from Kim. Good work, Kim. Hello, Kim, if it's the Kim I'm thinking it is. 22, team of 3. Good specifics there, Edward. 17, Rochelle says, best we've done. 30 from Joe. 30, that's leading the way at the moment. Gemma got 18. It's alright. You beat Rochelle. So 30 from Joe seems to be the best. Shout out to Show Pony Mahoney. 21 points for Sophie. 26 for Anthony, solid. 26 for Anna Ventura, solid. 22 from a team of 2 for this then. Not bad. Did you beat the gang in the other room this then? 5 billion from David. 26 from Alice, good work. 25.5 for Robert. Elizabeth and Anna, 11. Was that two separate scores? Were we playing separately? 27 points from Stephen. Nice work. So Joe, looks like you've led the way today. Graham got 27. Looks like seems to be everyone who's joining in on the chat. Oh, and my mum got 11 on her own. Well done, mum. Alright, cool. 20, only 2 of us from Mooring. Not too bad. Cool, some nice scores. I feel that was a nice balanced quiz. I was pleased with that one. Joe is taking credit for all of Quiz and She Lovely. Fair enough. 27.5 from the Wishful Thinkers. That's good work. Aged 11. 27 from us. From that lot. So this is then. Unfortunately, they beat you. I'm going to have to fight. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for playing. That's lovely that so many people have tuned in, and it's nice for us to just be able to provide some entertainment in these strange times we have noticed this week. Thanks very much, Jamie, for saying that. We have kind of noticed that this week, kind of last week and the week before, was all a bit, alright, this is rubbish, but it was kind of, there was a novelness to the whole thing. I think this is the week that people are starting to be like, oh, this is rubbish. So we're here every night at 8 PM to provide some entertainment for you. If you are, no worries, Joe, thank you for thanking me, and you, Seb. If you're struggling financially, you just get on here and you enjoy it, do not worry. But if you're able to chip in your £1 or £2 a player, the links, I'll throw it in the chat again, ko-fi.com/treehousequizzes or simon@treehousequizzes.co.uk on PayPal. There we go. And more quizzes coming up. Harry Potter tomorrow. Get your wizard hats on and your wands. I'm actually a bit sad I'm not hosting it, but I promised that Leia could host it. Apparently she's a big fan, but I do enjoy the Harry Potter quizzes. I might jump in on the chat and just see how people are doing. And let's have a party on Saturday and finish off the week with sensible general knowledge quiz. No worries, Rebecca. Thank you very much for everyone. So polite, all of you. Thank you. We will be back tomorrow night. We'll see you then. Keep an eye on the Facebook for announcements for what quizzes are coming up next week. We'll have some good specials coming your way. And keep safe, keep healthy. Go for a walk in the sun. It's always good for you. See you later, everyone.